Nice and band. Today we're going to be doing some chord building on the bass staff. Specifically, we're going to be building triads today. That's a chord made up of 3 notes. For this today, there is no time limit. You are building 50, and you have 10 errors allowed. Now, as we start to go further into the levels, like we're at level 10 today, then the key signatures that we've been practicing are going to show up here. And so you have to be very careful as you're putting your notes in as we add more key signatures, because the sharps and flats are going to start to affect the notes that you are building into your triads. We'll talk about how that works, and I'm going to demonstrate it. But all of your key signature identification from level 9 and 8, your scale building from level 9, all of that's going to be applying here. So let's do some together. Okay, so first things first, you have to put in your starting note that's given right here. That is a G. So I'm going to go ahead and add that onto my music staff. Now the next thing, I have to think about a third. I go up 1, 2, and in my key of G, I have 1 sharp, and that is an F sharp. So B is going to be a natural. I can add that in. Going up to add my 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to be a D. D is also a natural note in the key of G. Here is one of our newer scales. Let's do this one very carefully, because this one is going to have a sharp that shows up in it. So that's a little hint here. I'm going to go ahead and add my A. Now the next thing is, I have to think about my key of A has 3 sharps in it. It has an F sharp, a C sharp, and a G sharp. They arrive in that order in your key signature. So let's go ahead and count up to our third. Now if I go up to my third, that's going to be a C. We just talked about C being one of our sharp notes. So I have to switch down here and select a sharp note to add. 1, 2, go back up. Add my third as a C sharp. Then going to go back here for a second. Let's add our 5th. Let's check it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be an E. Now in our key of A major, we have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. So E is going to be a natural note. So I can just add it as a natural right here. Very important. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add my E. Key of C major, and I can either start it down here, or I could start it right here. I'm going to start it in the middle of my staff here. C. And again, C major, I have no sharps or flats in it, so I can just add my third and then add my 5th. Key of D major. Let's go ahead and build this one together. So key of D, I have 2 sharps in this key signature. I have an F sharp and a C sharp. So I'm going to go ahead and start this here with my D, and then let's count up to 1, 2. Ooh, this takes me to F. I just said that F sharp is a sharp in my key signature, or F is a sharp in my key signature. So I have to put it in as a sharp today. Go back to natural. Let's count up 1, 2, 3, 4. For our 5th, that's going to be an A. A is a natural note in the key of D. So as you're building these today, keeping in mind your key signatures, if you have any questions that you see, or any questions that you have beyond what you see in this video, remember that you can use your ToneSavvy support request form, or you can come visit me during my office hours. As always, every time you take on a ToneSavvy challenge, either use the Submit Best Effort button or submit your results when completed successfully.